The main attraction is to anybody to work with the German university. The first he can connect it with the German professors and and he can examine their website of this university and DID also for scholarship. And when connected with the professors for master thesis or PhD thesis or any training program, short term or longer term, 9 months, 3 months, etc. And then the professor is okay, then they will recommend any candidate from any area. There is no boundary between Southeast Asia or others, but it difference some little change for scholarship funded. Otherwise, when they welcome any person to come into German Institute for higher research and other training activities, that it is, then he has a chance to first collect the for funding side for DID, and the placement is the university, and both the university and German academic exchange will work, and their local embassy is education affairs, the person, they both are working with Tango with the German education, German visa and other system. And I think if anybody choice the German side, then he have to prepare for sometimes to see the German different university website. Just just example, when I went to the Germany, there is no internet others. I just written to German professor, then he will reply another month, then 1 month, then it takes more time. But nowadays you can 24 hours you can touch him or her for your requirements. And you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. And if any questions or anybody any problem, then he can write my email. You know my 2 email address you have.
You can type in the chat. It's better than you are repeating there.
Okay, later on I will send to you. Then you can
yes.
throw them.
But also you can, if you like, you can type in the chat, because then they can copy easily. You can find out. Okay. Any questions from Professor Hassan about DART? What we talk about?
I have no question, but the question is the audience or no?
Yes.
Participant. If anybody said, because I'm pleased about that their system and the working facilities now the globalized. They are now sharing the other university to German side. You know, Singapore, then IIT Bombay, and also now Bangladesh and Nepal, or maybe connectivity with Sri Lanka university sometimes. And because they are very much thinking about the regional basis too, rather than in the German mainland, you know. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for joining, and you can ask questions by typing Professor Hassan.
Okay. Yeah, on behalf of me, on behalf of me, you can send the participant my email address.
Okay.
So, and today I can complete the discussion, because last three days I have so work in the other side.
Okay.
And I think everybody goodbye, and viel Glück in Deutsche, and I think auf Wiedersehen.
Okay, Professor Hassan is actually working with us, so anybody has need any assistance for PhD and other living there, family matters, can also help you. So you can ask later. Okay, thank you very much, Professor Hassan.
Okay.
You can stay on as far as you like, and then you can disconnect later. But I think I request you to stay online. Okay, so maybe thank you again.
Chinthaka? Okay, I will, next time I can longer time, because today I have. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, ciao.
Good night. Okay, ciao.
Chinthaka, you can go ahead. I meantime see a lot of discussion going on between Nandan and other people, which is very good. So continue that way. Chinthaka. Now I can't hear Chinthaka.
Yes, Chinthaka, we can hear you.
I can't hear her.
You cannot hear me.
Can you speak louder?
Yes. Can you
Okay.
hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So I am Chinthaka Jayananda. I'm connecting from Scotland today, and I'm a PhD researcher currently at Aberdeen University in Scotland, the UK. And I will share my experience of participating in Summer Academy in 2012. So let me share the screen first.
Somebody's making noises. Who is this? Okay, Chinthaka, we are seeing your screen.
Can you see this?
Yeah, only me. I cannot see. Only I am the only one who cannot share the screen. That's very bad. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Academic background.
Yes. So my academic background, I'm of course Chinthaka Jayananda. As I said, I'm from Sri Lanka, and I did my undergraduate degree at the University of Kelniya. And then I did my master's degree with a scholarship in England, York St. John Business School, York St. John University. And then in 2012, I had the opportunity to go to University of Koblenz in Germany under the guidance of Chaminda. So that's very briefly. And also I worked as an academic.
There are people requesting you to speak louder, maybe more close to the microphone.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I worked as part of the academic supply pool of the University of Aberdeen.
Yep.
And currently I'm doing PhD full time. So, let me go to the next slide. So, meeting Chaminda. It was 2010. He first came to York when I was.
I came to York a long time ago, 2006. I came to York before you.
Yeah, you were here, but we met. We met in 2010, just after my master's degree, where we had a session for not only for me but for other students coming from different countries. We had a session. We actually organized a session. So that's when I got to know about these programs, about Europe and the European summer programs, and also the master's and PhD programs. So, of course, we had a good time and a lot of information and a lot of encouragement from him. And we've now known each other for 7 years, and it's been a win-win. I think it's been a win-win connection so far. So I can see he's laughing. So.
Yeah, it's great. I'm happy.
All right, so that's good to hear that. So yes, under his guidance, under his instructions, I was the only person actually from that group who tried summer programs, as I think. Was it only me, Chaminda? Do you remember? Was there anyone else? So anyway, 2011 again he visited, and there again we did another session at York St. John University, and I got some more information and more encouragement, and then I applied and got a scholarship to do my first summer program in Germany at University of Koblenz. So my experience, I would like to talk about it mainly in 3 sections. These are all learning at the end of the day, but education, by education I mean the formal education, the university education, then the living experience, and then the other learning opportunities I had during the summer program. So the formal education, to talk about the university education, the main program, the main module I did was entrepreneurial design thinking, which is a kind of new course and a new subject. As I know, to do the subject in Stanford, it's mainly promoted by Stanford University and a company called IDEO, which is connected to Stanford University. And to do the master's program there, it takes $9,000 or maybe more than that now. But I had a scholarship to do it, but it's a relatively short course, 1 month program. And the program, I think, opened me to different areas, and it also helped me to start my PhD. The purpose of going to this program was actually to get the right start for my PhD. And I still believe I even wrote, when I was submitting my PhD, I submitted my PhD about 2 weeks ago. And when I submitted my PhD, I had to do a report.
So when you get your doctorate, when you have to say doctor, how long it take?
That's a good question. I also don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the Viva, and my Viva will be in May. So hopefully after that, you'll be able to call me doctor, or you can still call me Chinthaka. It doesn't matter. Okay. So I wrote in the report about the preparation for the PhD. Normally the people write about what they do during the PhDs, but I actually wrote about this particular program, which helped me to start my PhD. I think my the research committee head was impressed by it because I've been preparing for PhD for a long time. So he was kind of very praising about it. So that's the main module I did, but I mainly went to 2 modules. The other module was integrated business design. It's also a different kind of atmosphere and a different kind of learning experience. But then I requested them, I remember I requested them to do another 2 modules. They allowed me to do that. So I ended up doing 4 modules. I think the other one was international business management. And I also studied a bit of German. I don't remember any of German now, fortunately, but I did a bit of German as well. So let's talk about the travel experience and the living experience. Next train, as you can see, I think you can see the presentation, yes?
Yeah.
So I always say to people, it's in Europe, it's a different experience, travel experience. Next train is to another. Living in the UK for 3 years when I went to Europe, but I still hadn't experienced this in the UK. I still remember standing in a train station when I got into the train station in that was Cologne. I couldn't believe it was a different experience, I can say. I was kind of surprised to see trains going to Zurich, different countries they were actually going to. So it was an interesting experience. And most important learning experience, I think, as Nandan also said, living with different people. As you can see, there were people from Philippines, Albania, China, and there were people from South America. Not many were from North America, of course, but there were people from Russia, there were people from Ukraine. So it's an amazing experience. And also this might be something specific to the program. They have selected people from not only different countries, but also from different disciplines and backgrounds. For example, we had musicians in the class, we had medical doctors in the class, we had engineers, we had entrepreneurs, we had computer scientists, and we had also mathematicians. So different types of people from different backgrounds, and was a wonderful experience working and trying to solve the problems. The program was mainly it's a social entrepreneurship program to produce social solutions to the problems around us. So finding solutions with them was a wonderful experience, and one of the best teamworks I've had in my life. I have mentioned it to even the summer academy organizers. I mentioned it to them, and they was very impressed with it. And then the other learning opportunities, we had industry visits. We had an opportunity to go to a vineyard in Koblenz, one of the 5 families who are producing wine in Koblenz, traditional families, traditional business. So that's also part of learning. And then the opportunity to observe different system. Of course, it's different from the UK, and so that's also something that I learned a lot out of it. And also I realized, which I couldn't do something, presenting papers and research. I remember one of the students presented a paper from Russia somewhere. I think Pubudu also presented a paper, yes, when she went to Germany. But I didn't get the chance to present a paper. I mean, I was not prepared for it. But as you may know, Europe has hundreds of conferences literally every day, every weekend, every weekday. So if you have any papers that you're ready to present, please try that. They will allow you to do that, most probably. So things that I recommend you to do, if you go to Germany, if you want scholarships, you need to prepare early. That's very important. I was living in the UK when I was applying, but still I still had to work maybe about a month or something to get the recommendations and the letters, the visa process. So please prepare early, especially if you need a full scholarship, you need to apply and you may need to wait. And also visit other parts of the Germany, because my program and my purpose was different to prepare for the PhD. So it became a little intense for me. I did 4 modules. But if you have time, just visit other countries, visit other parts of Germany. And so, yeah, that's all I think I have to share with you for now. If you have any questions.
Thank you very much, Chinthaka. Questions, please? Yeah. Oral questions?
Is there any specific short course certificate?
Okay, you have been asking this question for a long time. Yes, Jamal, now, yes, there are programs, but we will talk about individual programs. Actually, we don't talk about those things today, but yes, to answer your question. Yeah, any questions? Now, Chinthaka, talk about short courses where the DAD offers full scholarships, and also there are programs you get for small amount of fees, mainly for postgraduate students, PhD, other people. But we will talk about them also later. Any question to Chinthaka? We are going to do next. Yeah.
Are there any programs which provide the air tickets and all for the conferences in if you will put a paper in a conference in Europe? Can we get the airfare and something from any program in Europe?
That's a good question.
Who was talking that? Yeah. Tushani?
It was me.
Okay. Can you type the question here, please?
Yeah.
Chinthaka, you want to answer when she's typing?
Yeah, I have actually checked a few times. There are some opportunities, not many, you can of course present papers, but you may need to pay for them. There are less opportunities maybe which are fully paid funded opportunities, but there are, I think, Chaminda,
there are actually many. Normally, of course, there are paid ones, but there are a lot of other opportunities you can get.
But they're not very expensive.
Right. But actually, there are also ways. If you're a university academic, there are a lot of ways.
If you're a
but we don't really in this. We don't go into details about short, conference. But it's a possibility. It is possible because unlike UK, Australia, you don't have to pay. You get free versions. That's a different scheme. So we will, based on the individual requirement, we talk about them later. Okay, any other questions? But it's possible. Can you type any questions if you have? Next, we have Pubudu also, who is a DARD alumni. Tushani is asking links. Yeah, you can type if you know any. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Pubudu, you can go ahead. Now, can you see my screen now? With these nice guys?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Not yet.
But now I will not go with that, but Pubudu can now speak. Thank you, Chinthaka, again. Pubudu, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen. Can you see that? Hello?
Yes, yeah, we can see.
Okay, hello everyone. I am Pubudu Senaratna, joining from Colombo, Sri Lanka. I'm a lecturer and a psychologist. My educational background is I had my bachelor's degree from the University of Peradeniya, Sri Lanka, and I had my master's in applied psychology from the University of Delhi, India. Actually, I basically going to talk about short programs because I attended 2 summer programs in 2012 and hello.
Yes, we can hear you well.
Yeah, in 2012 and in 2015, both were funded by DARD, German Academic Exchange Program. That is basically both in both programs I was awarded scholarships. Now, and the first one is actually this international summer school.
Who is the kid? Okay, we need to mute the mic of the person who is having the kid. Let me check.
We have a child interested in some program.
Exactly. But please mute. Please, Pubudu, go ahead.
I think it's this Gene D.
Yeah.
Gene D.
Anybody who is not talking, mute your mic. Actually, we don't hear Pubudu. We don't hear you. Maybe somebody has muted Pubudu. Let's take. Chinthaka, you are supposed to be the controller now.
No, I can't mute him. No.
Okay, I muted. Okay. No, because it's okay. Where's Pubudu?
For some reason.
I don't see Pubudu. Pubudu disconnected or what? Anybody see Pubudu? I think she's disconnected.
Been abducted by a child.
Okay. Any questions till she comes back? We have a lot of time today. I see Tishani is making her hair. Who else? Arnab.
Hello.
Yeah. Pubudu, you are disconnected, so you come back. So Abhishek, you asked for PhD, we have to write to individual professors. No, you get calls. You can directly apply to calls. Jean, hello Jean, please keep your mic muted. You are creating noises. Thank you. Okay, I think Pubudu is disconnected. But let me, now we have 9 minutes. What do you want to do? I can start presenting, or I can wait and try till Pubudu comes back, or Chinthaka and Nandan I think is gone. Chinthaka.
There are some questions, yes.
Nandan is there actually. Nandan is there, so he's okay. So maybe I can.
Masters.
Maybe I'll.
Question.
Yeah, you can go with the questions, but I will start my presentation because I also to talk about myself and all this
okay,
stuff.
all right.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh yeah, now we can see.
Okay, so you see these people, these are the alumni team. Some of them are not available today. Prabhat is he got PhD and master both with Erasmus Mundus. He's working for NARA, it's a research institute in Colombo. Ram actually is in the US. He's Erasmus Mundus. He did some masters, but he's now doing PhD in the US. Bharati is not alumni. I mean, still is studying for masters in Germany. He's an interesting guy. He's actually running a YouTube called Bharat in Germany. It's very interesting YouTube channel. He talk about getting scholarship, working there, even how to get married to a German girl. So all these things are very good. I recommend you to. We have already shared his YouTube channel in our page, and he's originally from India. So he talk about a lot of things in Germany. So if you are, particularly if you are selected to go, I recommend you to get in touch with Bharat and get information about programs. Pubudu can come back maybe later. Okay, so let me talk about myself very quickly. I want to not only just introduce program, but also talk about myself, my experience, because I think this is a kind of example for other people to think when you are deciding to go for different opportunities. I'm in Sri Lanka at the moment. I'm working as a management consultant and also like a researcher and a lecturer. I've done multiple jobs, but I have been mainly in the universities in Sri Lanka, but I work in Germany and Pakistan and some other places. So I'm not a full academic, but I have been teaching. Now I'm teaching at three universities, at University of Morocco, Colombo, and KDU as a visiting lecturer for MBA program. So that has been my kind of practice for the last 12 years. Now, in terms of academic background, I'm an engineer by first degree, but I moved to management. But you can see my main qualification in Germany is an MBA. I did in 2001, 2002. But also I had the opportunities to go back to Germany every year. I was a 2-time DART scholar, and then many multiple times DART scholarships for different short courses. Those things I'll show you later. I also had the opportunity to get extra education at Harvard Kennedy School in 2012 and Hettiarachchi School where I met Jamal also in 2016. Yeah, so you can see I will not go in detail, but I have got a lot of scholarships in different countries from Pakistan to USA, all on scholarship. Now, two things about Germany. I came back to Sri Lanka as a reintegrated professional. This is a German government money. They paid for me to come back, and I got DART scholarship every year from 2004 to 2016, sometimes even multiple times a year. So maybe around 20 DART scholarships during last 10 years. You can see some of them I have like scanned and uploaded my even some of these certificates into Facebook. Now, at the moment, I am in connection with many universities, not only in Germany, in Europe. Also, I am also collaborator, coordinator for different universities in Pakistan, in Singapore, in France, and also in the US. So I have kind of connection to them to promote South Asian institutions and the individuals like you. This is a part of that work. I have been helping people, Sri Lankan people, like Tushani mentioned, senior people to go to different programs out of Sri Lanka. This was in China. Organized some panels. This was in the US, UK, University of London in 2005. So these guys who you see them are senior researchers based in Sri Lanka. This was in Cambridge University in 2007. These are all like through my connections, they got these opportunities. This at Harvard Kennedy School in 2012. I was the coordinator for the program. And also, in addition to that, I have been talking to people out of Sri Lanka in European countries. This is in the Netherlands in 2005. This was also in the Netherlands, Institute of Tilburg. This is in Germany where I studied, and Italy. And this is where I met Chinthaka, he just mentioned in 2010. This is from the UK. So the point is, I have been talking to people out of Sri Lanka to come to Sri Lanka or to even to go to study in Europe. I've been doing research, some of these collaborative research I do with the people in the region. I work as a South Asian, so a lot of research done by a group of people from different countries in South Asia. And this research are actually presented to like high profile people. This was the German ambassador, Pakistan ambassador in Sri Lanka. Here you can see also the SAARC Secretary General Nepal, and some ministers in Sri Lanka. So it's not only just academic research, but policy research. And I'm also working with other universities in addition to German universities, this one in France, in UK. This is Lahore Institute of Management Sciences. My MBA business school in Pakistan. I'm their Sri Lankan collaborator. And this is Nanyang and Technology University. I'm hosting them in Sri Lanka for executive education. This is National Defense University, Washington, DC. I'm hosting them in Sri Lanka. I have been their coordinator for Sri Lanka. Also, as a part of keeping in touch with these people, I've been visiting some schools. This is LAMS in Pakistan, also in Maldives and New Delhi, different places. So it's important to have all the collaborations in the region. And I hosted this management forum. I was the coordinator in 2015. All the senior management professors from South Asia came to Sri Lanka. I was their kind of welcome guy. And recently, LAMS visited Sri Lanka for collaboration between Sri Lanka and Pakistan higher education. So I arranged them some meetings with the minister, I had the UGC chairman, vice chairman, and other universities. So we had the welcome from the Pakistan High Commissioner here, Mr. Kalambu Morutua. Yeah, so the point I want to say, I will come to this one later. After 1 minute, we will reconnect back. Now, collaboration between South Asian universities and European universities have been my work for last 15 years, in addition to my research and teaching. Now, what I'm trying to help you is as a part of that in the individual level. So don't think that we work only with the individual. So, for example, sometimes I'm trying to help some of the universities to get them internationalized, because Sri Lanka still universities are not so internationalized as we think. So that is a part of that, and you as young guys, so if you get more opportunities, good for us, good for me, good for Sri Lanka, and we want to develop a network of internationally connected and internationally operating individuals. So no more questions. Now we'll be disconnected back. So we connect back, and when we connect back, I'll talk about more relevant program for you to get details. Okay. Thank you very much, and please reconnect back with the same URL. Still, a lot of good things relevant to you is not coming. Yeah, will come later. Okay, great.
Excitement, not yet.
Yeah, exactly. So still, yeah, listen to us. Okay, just 1 minute. So we have how many people now? 30 people. Good.
Like a movie, you had to stay until the end.
Yeah, exactly.